Yo, stop what you're doing right now, because what just went down between DC Young Fly and Rick Ross is pure chaos. And the internet cannot stop talking about it. You will not believe the wild confrontation that went live. Fans are losing their minds. Clips are going viral, and the drama is hotter than anything we've seen in hip-hop this year. DC Young Fly didn't hold back one bit. Every line was savage. Every insult landed like a bomb. And Rick Ross, he was caught off guard, totally exposed in front of the world. Social media is erupting with reactions, memes, and debates. And trust me, this isn't just another beef. This is the kind of moment that changes reputations, sparks chaos, and forces everyone to pick a side. People are saying DC Young Fly just crossed a line, while others claim Rick Ross finally got a taste of the fire coming at him from the streets. Leaked clips, fan reactions, and insider whispers are spilling out everywhere, and what you're about to see will make your jaw drop. Stay glued, because we're breaking down every shocking second. The savage burns, the heated words, the reactions that made fans scream, and the side of Rick Ross you've never seen before. By the end of this, you'll understand why this moment is being called the most explosive hip-hop clash of the year. Buckle up, because what starts here only escalates. And trust me, the ending will leave you speechless. It all started like any other celebrity night out. But what went down between DC Young Fly and Rick Ross instantly shook the hip-hop world to its core. The energy in the room was electric, the crowd buzzing with anticipation, but nobody expected DC Young Fly to go in so hard. From the first word, he was merciless, tearing into Rick Ross with lines that were equal parts savage and calculated. The internet was already heating up with leaked whispers, but no one had seen the full chaos coming. Fans who were watching live on social media instantly started posting clips, the ones that were supposed to be private, now spreading like wildfire. Every word DC Young Fly said hit Rick Ross where it hurt the most, exposing years of alleged secrets, shady deals, and moments in the spotlight where he'd supposedly been caught slipping. You could feel the tension rise in the room, whispers turning into gasps, gasps turning into shouts, and the kind of energy that only a live hip-hop showdown can create. Sources who were at the scene claim that Rick Ross tried to respond, but it was too late. DC Young Fly had already taken control. Insider leaks suggest that even some of Ross's closest allies were shocked and silent, unsure of how to handle the relentless verbal assault. Clips of Ross flinching, caught off guard, started trending immediately, and fans were posting reaction videos from every corner of the globe. Twitter exploded, TikTok clips went viral, and Reddit threads started debating who really came out on top. Then came the twist nobody saw coming. DC Young Fly allegedly had secret footage from previous events. Moments where Rick Ross's crew had tried to flex or threaten rivals, only to get exposed for what some insiders are calling fake bravado. Fans started flooding social media, sharing screenshots and clips, and the hashtag DCVSRoss started trending within minutes. Every new post brought more chaos, more debate, and more shock. The kind of reaction that makes people forget everything else happening in hip-hop. Sources say the energy escalated further when DC Young Fly referenced moments from Ross's past, deals, and high-profile clashes, painting a picture of a man who, for all his power, could be rattled and live in front of the world no less. The audience was on edge, cameras rolling, and the kind of tension that normally builds over weeks of social media drama was condensed into minutes of pure, live entertainment. As fans watched every move, some started noticing micro-expressions from Rick Ross, subtle signs of frustration, anger, and maybe even fear. Leaked audio clips later surfaced where Ross allegedly whispered to his team, questioning how DC Young Fly knew so much and what would happen next. The scene quickly turned into a media feeding frenzy, with hip-hop blogs and YouTube channels scrambling to get exclusive content and reactions, and just when it seemed like things couldn't get any more explosive, DC Young Fly pulled out the ultimate bombshell, a direct claim linking Ross to past incidents that no one dared speak about publicly. Gasps echoed through the room, fans went wild online, and the tension was palpable enough to cut with a knife. Social media blew up overnight, with reaction videos, memes, and fan debates dominating the timeline. But here's where the story takes another sharp turn. Insiders report that just as Ross tried to regain composure, DC Young Fly brought up alleged behind-the-scenes interactions with other hip-hop legends, implying a network of betrayals that had been kept secret for years. The crowd erupted, cameras captured every stunned expression, and suddenly, a simple confrontation became a legendary hip-hop saga that fans will be talking about for years. And just when the room thought the chaos might settle, a leaked DM conversation surfaced showing Rick Ross's private messages reacting to the event. Messages that fans claim prove he was shaken more than anyone expected. Reactions flooded every platform, and the hashtag storm intensified. Everyone was asking the same question. Could Rick Ross actually be defeated in this battle of words? What DC Young Fly did next and how Rick Ross responds is about to ignite a chain reaction across the hip-hop world. The room was still buzzing from the initial verbal onslaught, but what happened next took the chaos to a whole new level. DC Young Fly wasn't done. Not even close. Sources at the scene revealed that he had been preparing this moment for weeks, digging through old footage, leaked messages, and private recordings that he now unleashed like a bombshell on Rick Ross. Every line he delivered seemed meticulously designed to hit Ross where it hurt the most, and every gasp from the crowd made it even more electrifying. Suddenly, a viral clip appeared online, DC Young Fly confronting Ross about an alleged behind-the-scenes incident involving a high-profile deal gone wrong. Fans immediately started theorizing about what was said, and social media exploded with speculation. Tweets, TikTok reactions, and YouTube shorts started trending globally within minutes. Fans were debating every word, pausing and replaying the video to catch every subtle burn and punchline that DC Young Fly dropped. The tension escalated further when DC Young Fly allegedly referenced inside information from Ross's closest associates, moments that were never meant to be public. The crowd went silent, and even Ross's crew seemed frozen, unsure how to respond. Sources claim that Ross tried to make a comeback, but every attempt was swiftly shut down with a mix of sarcasm, fact, and cutting insults from DC Young Fly that left everyone stunned. Then came the twist. A leaked private conversation surfaced, showing that Ross had allegedly prepped a surprise retaliation, planning to pull DC Young Fly into a public feud at a major event. But before he could act, DC Young Fly dropped another bomb. A claim linking Ross to alleged shady moves and past collaborations with other rap legends, implying a chain of betrayal. The audience went wild, cameras capturing every shocked reaction, and fans online couldn't stop sharing clips, memes, and reaction threads. Social media chaos erupted. Hashtags like hashtag DC vs Ross, hashtag Hip Hop Showdown, and hashtag Savage Moment began trending simultaneously. Fans were split, some cheering DC Young Fly's boldness, others questioning if Ross would strike back harder. Every new post reignited debates, and insider leaks from the event started circulating, showing that Ross's composure might have been just a thin mask over rising frustration. The drama didn't stop there. DC Young Fly reportedly pulled out an old interview clip where Ross was allegedly caught making controversial statements about other artists, further escalating the tension. The crowd went into a frenzy, with shouts, gasps, and moments of disbelief echoing across the venue. Every reaction captured on camera immediately went viral online. Reaction videos started hitting millions of views, with fans dissecting every second of Ross's subtle flinches and DC Young Fly's triumphant delivery. And just as it seemed, the confrontation had reached its peak. DC Young Fly introduced a secret recording, a supposedly private interaction between Ross and a major industry insider. The recording suggested that Ross had discussed strategies that could be considered underhanded, sending shockwaves through the hip-hop community. The reaction was instantaneous. Twitter blew up, YouTube comments flooded in, and every hip-hop blog scrambled to cover the developing story. Fans who were live streaming claimed that Ross looked visibly rattled, pacing back and forth, trying to maintain control while DC Young Fly held the stage like a mastermind orchestrating chaos. Insider reports say that Ross's crew tried to intervene, but DC Young Fly's relentless energy kept the audience and the cameras locked onto him. Entirely, the tension reached a fever pitch when DC Young Fly called out Ross about a series of alleged past conflicts with other rappers, highlighting moments where Ross supposedly played both sides. The room went completely silent for a moment and then erupted into shouts and gasps. Fans online started creating reaction compilations and highlight reels, spreading across every platform within minutes. Memes, GIFs, and short clips flooded social media, all documenting this epic showdown that was now officially historic in the hip-hop world. A bombshell capable of igniting a social media firestorm bigger than anything before. The moment ended on an epic cliffhanger, leaving fans begging to know what Ross would do next, and how the internet would react to the ultimate savage moment of the year. The tension from the previous showdown was still raw, the crowd buzzing like electricity through a live wire. DC Young Fly wasn't done. If anything, he was just warming up. Sources say he had one final bombshell up his sleeve, a secret piece of information that could completely reshape Rick Ross's public image. Whispers from industry insiders suggested that this revelation would be so explosive, social media would implode within minutes. As DC Young Fly stepped closer to Ross, the air was thick with anticipation. The cameras zoomed in, capturing every twitch, every glance. And then it happened. DC Young Fly dropped a leaked audio recording allegedly of Ross plotting behind-the-scenes maneuvers against other top-tier rappers, including hints of betrayal that could not be ignored. The audience gasped collectively, some spilling drinks, others holding their phones high, recording the moment that would soon flood the internet. Ross tried to respond, his voice cutting through the room, but every sentence seemed defensive and shaky, as if DC Young Fly had perfectly predicted every comeback. A viral clip captured Ross's facial expressions, his eyes darting nervously, the crowd noticing every micro-movement. Fans online instantly started memes, reaction videos, and threads dissecting the confrontation. Every frame replayed millions of times. Then came another twist. An anonymous source revealed a text thread supposedly between Ross and a high-profile manager, discussing how to handle DC Young Fly after the initial incident. The messages suggested manipulation, deception, and possible backstabbing of other collaborators, making the stakes feel dangerously high. The internet exploded. Hashtags like #RossExposed, #DC YoungFlySavage, and #HipHopChaos dominated Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok simultaneously. In the middle of this chaos, DC Young Fly revealed yet another shocking detail. A previously unseen clip of Ross, allegedly expressing disdain for certain artists, while secretly seeking collaborations for profit, a contradiction that stunned fans and critics alike. The crowd went wild, phones flashing, cameras rolling, everyone trying to capture every second of this historic moment. Even celebrities started reacting. Clips of prominent rappers watching the showdown leaked online, their shocked faces fueling more debate. Analysts and insiders chimed in with hot takes, predicting that this moment could redefine the power hierarchy in hip-hop. The drama was not just local, it went global, trending in multiple countries within hours. Just when it seemed like the storm had reached its peak, DC Young Fly delivered the ultimate zinger, a personal anecdote mixed with insider knowledge that painted Ross as someone willing to sacrifice loyalty for fame. The crowd erupted into uncontrollable cheers, some shouting, some laughing, others stunned into silence. Fans online dissected every nuance, every inflection, every pause, sharing clips that would later become viral staples of hip-hop history. But the chaos didn't end there. Reports surfaced that Ross had attempted a private confrontation backstage, but sources confirmed that DC Young Fly had anticipated this move, using the public stage to outmaneuver Ross completely. The internet followed every step. Fans live-streamed, uploaded, commented, and debated, creating a frenzy unlike anything seen in recent years. Then came the cliffhanger that left everyone gasping. Insiders revealed a potential diss track in the works, rumored to feature DC Young Fly addressing Ross's alleged betrayals directly. Hints suggested that the track could include new recordings, leaked messages, and video snippets that would send shockwaves across the hip-hop community. Fans erupted, speculating, theorizing, and awaiting what could be the next chapter in this legendary feud. As the night closed, one thing was clear. DC Young Fly had not only dominated Rick Ross publicly, but he had also ignited a social media firestorm that would not die down for weeks. The audience left buzzing, clips went viral, and the hip-hop world was left on the edge of their seats, waiting for the next move. Every reaction, every debate, every viral post confirmed that this confrontation would go down in history as one of the most savage, shocking, and unforgettable moments in the culture. And as fans scrolled endlessly through Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, the suspense lingered. What would Ross do next? Would he retaliate? Would DC Young Fly continue the onslaught? One thing was certain, the hip-hop landscape had been permanently shaken, and the internet could not get enough of it. The stage was set for an epic follow-up, and fans knew that the next viral moment was just around the corner. The drama, the tension, the betrayal, all had only just begun, and everyone watching felt like they were witnessing history in real time. Yo, listen up. If you thought what just went down between DC Young Fly and Rick Ross was wild, trust me, this is just the tip of the iceberg. The internet is exploding. Fans are going absolutely crazy. And if you're not watching, commenting, and sharing right now, you are literally missing out on hip-hop history in the making. Do not scroll past this. Hit that like button if you felt the shock, the chaos, the total destruction of Ross's public image. Drop your thoughts in the comments who you think came out on top, what Ross should do next, and how DC Young Fly completely turned the tables. Let your voice be heard because everyone online is talking, and you don't want to be left behind. And don't forget to subscribe with notifications turned on. You already know this channel is your front row seat to the most savage celebrity showdowns, the hottest hip-hop drama, and the secrets no one else is brave enough to expose. Every click, every view, every comment adds fuel to the fire, and trust me, The next drop is going to make this one look like child's play. So what are you waiting for? Be part of the chaos, be part of history, and join the conversation before everyone else. The drama is ongoing. The leaks are real, and only the realest fans will see the next moves unfold first. Smash that like, drop your comment, and subscribe NOW, because missing this would be the biggest mistake of your life.